How do sometimes simple looking run plays go for 80, 90 yards and a touchdown? Well, I've got a great example from the University of Virginia's game against Duke last night, and Jamari Taylor's 78-yard touchdown run that broke the game wide open for the Hoos. I've got my whiteboard, and let's break down some football. In order to understand what happens on this play, we have to understand how people are aligned. So the University of Virginia in this play is in what's called a pistol formation. In a normal shotgun, the running back is going to be on either side of the quarterback, but in a pistol, the running back is going to be directly behind the quarterback. That means they can run basically either direction. The other thing to understand is that there is no eligible receiver on this side of the formation. There's no receiver. This tackle is technically eligible, but he's not going to be involved in necessarily any passing plays. This tight end right here, the Y, he is ineligible because there's that X receiver who is on the line of scrimmage. So that means that the University of Virginia has intentionally made this tight end ineligible to receive a pass, but because he's a threat in the run game, the defense has to adjust accordingly. You can see Duke in this picture of the game as well has three defensive backs over those wide receivers, and they've also shifted their linebackers over because they're a threat in the run game. And what the University of Virginia is going to run here is a concept called speed option. It's called some other names in other playbooks, but pretty much everyone will know what you're talking about if you say speed option. This is a favorite of the service academies, and most spread offenses get a lot of ideas from service academy triple option inside veer playbooks. I have a clip playing right now of the Citadel, the school I played at, running this concept against Georgia Tech. And what this play does is it isolates them, and the quarterback is going to essentially run right at them, and kind of like a 2-on-1 in basketball, if the defender comes to you, you dish it out. If they go to take the other guy, you just run that thing straight forward. One thing this play does really well is it uses the defense aligning to the offense against them. You can see that there is a whole lot of blockers and a whole lot of defenders on this side, and by taking that edge defender and reading them, you're basically eliminating the defense on this whole half of the field. The tackle on the play side is going to be moving up to the backer, the guard just takes the nose guard, and everyone else just filters out to the end. So ultimately what you're doing is you're leaving the safety as the one guy not blocked here. And if you give your running back or a mobile quarterback a one-on-one against a safety in a bunch of green grass, that ends up being a pretty productive play, and it is for the University of Virginia. But it's not just that makes this play special. What makes this play special is the second effort on the part of the blockers and the exceptional ability of running back Jamari Taylor to read the blocks well and make your offensive lineman right. It's a really cool thing to watch in real time. So Chandler Morris has read the situation. He has seen that the defensive end is coming towards him, and so he dishes it out to Jamari Taylor. And Jamari Taylor sees in front of him right tackle Jack Whitmer up here making a block on the linebacker. And you can see that since this is an outside play, the linebacker's flowing outside to kind of seal the edge and keep Jamari Taylor from getting to the sidelines, and sees Whitmer, an offensive lineman, on a linebacker at a bit of a speed disadvantage. And so what he does is essentially make the block right by cutting behind Whitmer. And then you have the second effort of the offensive line on the back side of the play. You can see that the tight end and the left tackle are hustling and hauling ass down the field to try and take away that safety and take away the corners and defensive backs that are flowing across the formation to try and make this play. It is awesome. When you combine all of those factors, the formation shifting the defense away from where you're going to run the ball, isolating the defensive end by making them wrong no matter whether they choose the quarterback or the running back, when you have running backs that can feel out how their offensive line is going to block a defender and make them right either way, and when you have blockers on the back side of the play hauling ass to make a play on a safety or a corner and seal off, that's how you get a running play that goes for 80, 90 yards. This is what good running game football looks like. That's why the University of Virginia won in this game against Duke, and it's why this is one of my absolute favorite plays from the season. If there's another play for the University of Virginia or just anywhere in college football you'd like me to break down, especially in the run game, I'm an offensive lineman. I love running game football. Drop it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.